It is always cool when there's new hardware coming into a category, and today's brand ZZ2 is coming in fast and furious with not one, but two new entries in the source unit category. We've got their product expert Steve Cope joining us in the studio, and we're going to break it all down. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about ZZ2 source units. And it starts now. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. We're talking ZZ2 today. You know, those guys that bring you all those integration solutions for wireless CarPlay and Android Auto and media products like Zeus. Well, guess what? They are now in the source unit game, and we're going to get in on all the details of these two new units. Now, Steve, this is an exciting time for ZZ2, obviously an expansion into a new category. What can you tell us about what we'll be chatting about today?
Hey, Ben, here at ZZ2, we're excited to announce our new single DIN source unit as well as our bike to play unit for motorcycles.
All right, Steve, we're going to get into it. But first, a quick message from our partner, SiriusXM, reminding you why it's always a great add-on sale. And when we come back, we're talking ZZ2 source units. Don't you dare go away.
Hi, Paul Truman here with SiriusXM. We reached out to some of our partners in the industry, and here's what they had to say.
I can't say more or enough about just what it means to have our unit working with SiriusXM. It's like we're there now.
The SiriusXM service is something consumers want, right? So it's Paul.
That allows a consumer to listen to either podcasts, entertainment, sports, all at their fingertips. It's all about engagement, and that's what SiriusXM provides.
SiriusXM is a huge component in a vehicle nowadays. Consumers expect that technology to be available both in our OEM system as well as the aftermarket upgrades that they're applying to their vehicle.
Alpine and SiriusXM, through our electronics, are able to offer the consumer on the aftermarket side SiriusXM 360L, which is an expanded platform for SiriusXM. And it's really been a beneficial relationship for us with SiriusXM.
As a dealer, just remember, we don't compete with anybody else. We are absolutely one of the best profitability accessories you can add to any head unit that is SiriusXM ready.
All right, welcome back to the show, guys. As mentioned, we're talking ZZ2 source units. Now, Steve, like you mentioned, there are two parts to today's show. The first one, we're going to be talking about a brand new single DIN widescreen unit called the MP Play. Then we're going to dig into a new CarPlay Android Auto wireless solution for you motorcycle fans out there. So let's start with the MP Play. I want to give you an opportunity to kind of discuss what it is, and then we'll dive into some of the features and everything that comes in the box.
Thanks, Ben. Here at ZZ2, we're excited to bring this to market. As you can see, it's a single DIN, shallow chassis, 6.9 touchscreen, 1080p high resolution screen, capable of doing wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, has external microphone, rear camera input for safety, built-in DSP for sound tuning, has a Linux operating system, which is going to make for quicker boot up the standard Android system, has a little bit of power to it, 25 by 4, 2 USB inputs, and 1 USB-C input.
So my first comments are as such. First of all, I love the fact you guys thought about the installer, because that shallow chassis is going to make it, and a single DIN on that, for that matter, is going to really make it fit into a lot of different applications. I do like the look of it. It kind of makes it unique with that kind of thinner, wider profile. And let's talk about some of the features. So obviously, out of the gate, wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, that's going to be a huge selling point. But let's talk a little bit about where that can go. What about incorporating or enhancing that media experience? Where can it go from there? And maybe you can walk us through a little bit with the GUI and see what that user experience would be like.
No problem, Ben. I'd love to go through some of the features of this radio as well. So obviously, you're going to have your top features on the main page. Number one being the FM radio stations. Obviously, it's going to be there. Then you're going to have Bluetooth. If you want to Bluetooth connect to a speaker system or something else you're going to connect to it, you can hook up here. Then the top features, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. Can do wired if need be, but obviously wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto are the number one features. I'll come back to this USB tab in a minute because I want something else I want to show to that. Come over here. We can do screen mirroring as well as the Android Auto link if that's something you'd like to do. It does come equipped with the YouTube app. We have not enabled that yet. We're waiting to see how that flies first to see if we're going to do it. Then obviously we have your setup page. Go through, set it up as you need be. Let me get back to the home feature. Auxiliary input as well. But let me go back and talk about that USB feature right there. That's where you can upgrade it, and you could utilize a Zeus Ultra 2 or and even a ZZ Air Pro. You can plug it in here and watch those streaming services right here on your head unit.
I gotta say, Steve, from what I see here, you guys have been real aggressive on the design and including all these amazing features. Out of the gate, the form factor looks good, the GUI looks really good, and all the features that come with it. You know what? I honestly can't think of anything else. The only thing I'm curious about now, what is the map price, the suggested retail for this unit?
You're right, Ben. And we've done some extensive research to figure out where we wanted to come in at a price point. So we're going to come in super aggressive at this and try to really take over the market. And we're coming in at 159 even US.
Holy cow, $159.99 for a fully loaded large screen format, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. Very aggressive indeed. You heard it here first. All right. I promised you that we're going to be covering two very unique units from ZZ2 today. We're going to now head over from the MP Play to the all-new Bike to Play. Now, this is, it says bike in it, but I think there's a lot of applications here I'm excited for Steve to talk to you about. It's a new unit that incorporates a screen. So there you have a screen interface designed for motorcycle, but also offers, of course, wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. Steve, can you tell us more?
So with the huge demand of bikes increasing the audio in today's market, we here at ZZ2 thought what better way for us to jump in as well and create a screen for those bikes that didn't come with it. Every bike on the market today is going to come with a big screen on it. It's going to have wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. However, the guys in the past who have these bikes that don't have them are kind of left out, wanting in. Well, here at ZZ2, we're going to solve that problem for them with our Bike to Play.
No doubt, Steve. I think you guys have totally recognized a demand. There are so many bikes out there that, don't even have that type of functionality. And more so, even those that do, if you want the wireless aspect of CarPlay and Android Auto, you're looking at spending upwards of $1,000 to replace that source unit to even get that feature. So I'm really curious. Do you have one there? Can you show us what it looks like and tell us some of the key features that the Bike to Play offers?
Absolutely, Ben. I actually have one of our units right here in my hand. As you can see, here is the screen. Right here is where you're going to be able to tap on and see your cameras in use if need be. Right here is where you're going to connect to wireless CarPlay. You can see it's already there. I had a phone connected prior. Nice, super high res screen. Utilize as you need be. Touch and slides real nice and easy. You need to get to directions. Tap on your directions. You're going to have them as well. You want to get back to the main menu of your bike, simply tap on the screen there. You're back to it. Here's your wireless Android Auto. It also provides GPS tracking that's going to be locked into your SIM card for that way you can save if necessary. It also has your settings where you connect to your Bluetooth, whether they're going to be a Bluetooth speaker, Bluetooth earbuds, or where you might connect your helmet that has the Bluetooth speakers in it as well.
I'm pretty impressed with the physicality of that unit. I think the size is just right. Now let's talk about the installation side of things. So what exactly is included in the kit as far as mounting it to a motorcycle or any other vehicle for that matter?
You're right, man. And inside all of the boxes, there's going to be a bag equipped with multiple different mounts to mount to your handlebars. And like I said before, it's not just for motorcycles. It can be utilized on jet skis, snowmobiles, golf carts, mopeds. There's a lot of different uses for them.
Steve, I love where you're going here. You mentioned, snowmobiles, ski-doos, whatever it is that you're looking at that has a handlebar. So let's talk a little bit about the build construction and how customers will not have to worry about the long-lasting durability of this unit.
That's right, Ben. Our unit's actually been IP65 certified, which means it's basically weather resistant, not necessarily proof, but weather resistant. As you can see, it's a sealed mounting of the wires coming out of it, as well as we have the water resistant connectors going to the DVRs.
All right, Steve, so we talked about the features, we talked about the accessories that come in the box and how you can mount it for different kind of vehicles. It's weather resistance, IP rated. My only last question, just from an installer's perspective, how do you connect this to the vehicle? Does it come with different power options?
So with all the applications that this was available with, we thought about different ways of being able to power it. So it's a simple 12-volt power as standard, or you could actually power it up with a USB battery pack.
Well, Steve, I think we've covered all the features. And again, my curiosity has me here. What is the price point on this new Bike to Play unit? I understand there are two different ones. Of course, the standard one, and of course, the option to have the dual camera DVR option.
That's right, Ben. We do have two options to choose from, and we are coming at this very aggressively priced. Our bike to play option without the DVR cameras is going to come in at $199 US, and then our bike to play with the two DVR cameras is coming in at $265 US.
That was Steve Cope from ZZ2 joining us today to give us all the details on not one, but two brand new units coming to you from ZZ2. One in the MP Play Source unit, and then the Bike to Play, very unique unit that fits on bikes and definitely beyond. Now, if you want more information on either of these products, make sure you hit up their official website on the screen now at zz-2.com. And if you happen to be a dealer tuning in from Canada, then you want to connect with the folks at Automobility, as they are the exclusive distribution partner for all things ZZ2 north of the border. My takeaway, this is very exciting news. You know, ZZ2 came into the market fulfilling a need for that connectivity in wireless CarPlay and Android Auto solutions. What they have found is that they can go further. They're pushing the envelope, bringing to you very aggressive market products such as the MP Play that's loaded with features, a very unique form factor at a very aggressive price. Now add to that the Bike to Play, once again, an extremely unique solution that I think all dealers will find a very comfortable and fast-moving space for right on their counter as bike enthusiasts continue to look for those solutions. I think ZZ2 has certainly answered the call. That's it for this CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.